I think it was the 5th minute. I think between the 4th and 5th minute, anyways. And of course, everyone thought, Plateau United don't come again. But then, of course, the match day 28 encounter would not go without something popping from Barao. And indeed, it was crazy at the Sani Abacha Stadium in Kofamata as we saw Barao pulling something back. That was courtesy of that goal from the former Kun Khalifat striker who joined the mid-season area 0-year, who netted his first MPFL goal for the Malia boys. And that was after Sunday Anthony's free kick had crashed off the woodwork. Well, he scored in the 38th minutes, and early in the second half we saw the likes of Stanley Ogambo coming on as a substitute. And yes, he scored the winning goal in his return from injury, marking his 3rd goal of the season, and it's quite interesting. Well, Ogambo was later named the man of the match following that decisive goal in the particular game. 37 points, 28 matches. Barao, they were a bottom footer at some point this season, and how have they risen to 10th position? It's just crazy. We saw the man himself. I'm talking about Eugene Agagbe. That's the gaffer who was speaking right there, and right here on Oluyole 90.5 FM Sports Tit Bit, I can confirm to you this morning that he told reporters it was a hard-fought victory. They went through with resilience. They did their stuff, pulled surprises, and they are pitching their tent in 10th. And yes, Stanley Ogambo was able to run something beautiful in the 87th minute. That goal was crazy. You never would have thought that they would be able to do something like that at the start of the season. But here we are talking about them in glowing lights, 10th on the log after the early travels. Stanley Ogambo coming to the party, Ariel Zoe also getting a goal of ease. It's just crazy when you look around them. They love questions, but kudos indeed to Bara FC.
Yeah, kudos to them. And of course, maybe they've taken 1 or 2 from maybe of the league last season, talking about Ikorodu City.
Well, thinking about it, yeah, they've gone there, they said they're fearless, and they're doing it. Yes, I think they've taken the cue. I'm talking about the league table as of now. Ikorodu City, table toppers, falling off the perch, is Rangers now.
Yeah.
And Rangers, I don't know, the last time they won the league title, they timed their unbeaten runs to perfection, and it ensured they won. It looks like they are doing similar now.
Well, then you have to remember that Rivers still has their own understanding too.
Well, like they say about games, earlier I spoke about it. It's barely it's 3 games remaining out of 5. And now people are still saying the same things, but they forget that the previous 2, they have not exactly gotten the numbers that people thought they would get in the previous outstanding games. Maybe it will not be the same, maybe
just maybe, but it's actually looking like it.
All right, so let's fly away from this side and give you so much more from different centers. Well, of course, yesterday there was action, and the games were very interesting. I was almost tempted to actually say we should just ask people what they thought about the games yesterday, from different centers. But let's go straight to Italy, where Pisa was eaten by Bologna, and it was a 1-0 victory for the away side. So yes, maybe spaghetti bolognese. Udinese actually ran riot against Fiorentina. It was 3-0. And these are the conversations we are having. Fiorentina, for the life of me, they are still suffering a whole lot. They are 16th on the log, 24 points, and Udinese are now in 10th. Bologna in 8th after getting that victory over Pisa, who are 19th as we speak, and it does not look like there's respite for them. Yesterday, that was said the league race is over. We did not believe him, but is it really over? After yesterday's run of results, they are back with that 4 points difference after Real Madrid suffered defeat at the hands of Getafe. That goal from Satriano in the 39th minute, a stunner from fine range. By all means possible, you would say they stunned Real Madrid real bad in that Madrid derby. Yes, it's a Madrid derby. I mean, come on, Real Madrid in the same city as Getafe. and they could not score one of theirs. Well, there was the tale of red card. Master Antuano actually got himself sent off. Adrian Liso also got a second bouquet right there in that game. After came on in the second half with just before the hour mark, and he still got himself sent off.
Really, like that game, I did not expect it. Like seeing the result, I was like, wow. It really came as a surprise to me. It was a huge surprise because we've always said this, that okay, La Liga, like we all know that it's always a tale of Real Madrid and Barcelona. Like it's always for both of them, anyways. But seeing these results, I actually expected more from Real Madrid. Actually, I actually expected that mentality comeback mentality from them. Like it's looking as if
remontada to Ramota.
Yes, that comeback.
Anyways, that victory for Getafe is giving them the jump to 11th on the table after 26 matches. Well, still a lot more to play for in it. Yes, there's a lot more to play for out there. Also, let's let you know, in the same vein, that the sick queries about the injury that Kylian Mbappe has suffered, and it looks like they have not exactly known the full extent from the reports emanating right there from that side. And so we'll be waiting to see what the reaction is from that side, and we'll get to know what those guys are doing and what they will do right there. We'll soon be going on for a commercial break, but then let's let you know that there's an array of fixtures right here talking about action for today. Yes, we had Monday Night Football. Let's talk about Tuesday football, where we have the FA Cup action, Port Vale and Bristol City. Also, in the Spanish Copa del Rey, the semi-final is on. Barcelona and Atletico de Madrid. We'll talk about it after the break, as well as the battle between Como and Inter Milan, in the Copa Italia. Also, there's the Coupe de France, where Strasbourg are up against Reims. Let's go for this break, and we come back with conversations around the midweek games across different centers.
Lákòókò Ramadan yìí, Kivo non-dairy creamer ń darapọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo ẹbí jákèjádò Nàìjíríà nínú àdúrà àròjinlẹ̀ àti ìrẹ́pọ̀.
Láti sàárì sí ìṣínú, ṣe àfikún adùn sí ife tíì, kọfí, custard tàbí ògì pẹ̀lú ìṣerere Kivo tó kì pọ́pọ́.
Tí oòrùn bá ti wọ̀, tí àwọn olólùfẹ́ kórajọ fún ìṣínú, jẹ́ kí àkókò kọ̀ọ̀kan ní ìtumọ̀, kó rọrùn, kó sì dùn sí pẹ̀lú Kivo non-dairy creamer. Kivo non-dairy creamer jẹ́ kí Ramadan yìí jẹ́ àkókò ìṣerere.
Ẹ̀yin èèyàn rere ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, ǹjẹ́ ẹ ti gbọ́ pé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ṣíṣe ìwádìí gbogbogbò ìdílé agbègbè tí àìní pọ̀ jùlọ sí tó ti gbé ayé nínú àìní fún ìgbà àkọ́kọ́ irú rẹ̀ láàrin ọdún 067215162 tàbí 08052255622.
Of the Benjamin Oluyole Oshitokun Trust cordially invite the general public to attend the 26th annual B.O. Oshitokun lecture, Interrogating Culture Through Science, from Oshitokun's Rase Rase to Contemporary Action Against Female Genital Mutilation. Lecturer, Professor Ladusu Ojengbede, BSc, MD, FWACS, FMCOG, FICS, FRCOG. Chairman, Professor Kayode Odushote, BSc, FMCP, FWACP, FRCP, FNA Med. The lecture is scheduled to hold on Thursday, 5th March 2026. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. Venue, Emeritus Professor Theophilus Ogunlesi Hall, opposite UCH Main Gate. Lecture will be virtual for those who cannot attend in person. Announcer, the trustees.
Assalamu alaikum. Ó tún ti kù wá sí àwẹ̀ ọlọ́dọọdún Alhaja Sinikot Bọ́ládé Adébígbé annual Ramadan lecture ló tún wọlé wẹ́rẹ́ Sátidé ọjọ́ keje oṣù kẹta ọdún yìí tí ṣe Ramadan kẹrìndínlógún nìtọ́dún yìí ó wáyé o ní mọ́sálásí ńlá ilé akéde oríta Basọ̀rún Ìbàdàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ láago 11 àárọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ pẹ̀lú àkòrí ìfẹ̀mí ìmoore hàn sí Allahu appreciating Allah látẹnu oníwàásí Imam Bashir Ọláréwájú Ẹlẹ́ṣin Mẹ́ta PhD Ọ̀yọ́ State Missioner and Saudi Society of Nigeria Nigeria lábẹ́ alága wáàsí Honourable Justice Olukayode Tajudeen Ariwola GCON former Chief Justice of Nigeria àwọn ẹni àyẹ́sí pàtàkì His Excellency Barrister Adébáyọ̀ Lawal igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ His Excellency Engineer Alhaja Noemod Salako Oyedele igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn orí adé ń kalẹ̀ His Royal Majesty Ọba Tajudeen Abimbola Ajibola Balógun ilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn Alhaji Dr. Dahoud Makanjuola Akínọlá Dídàmà ààrẹ mùsùlùmí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá Ẹdó àti Delta wà ń kalẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ olóko lókì bíi Barrister Jeniya Ajewole President General CCI Olóyè Báyọ̀ Oyèrò Chairman Ìbàdàn Muslim Community Alhaji Nureni Adébáyọ̀ Àkànbí bàbá àṣàlẹ̀ mùsùlùmí ilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn Senator Shafadeen Abiodun Ali Ọ̀yọ́ South Senatorial District Alhaja Ramat Adébísí Salako Alhaja Silifat Shobulo Alhaja Kudrot Adébáyọ̀ olùgbàlejò àgbà ni Chief Mrs. Dr. Olaito Chairman BCOS Board of Directors àwọn olùgbàlejò ni Alhaji Kọ́lá Bọ́lọ́mọpé Chairman BCOS Muslim Community Haji Asharifat Ọ̀jẹ́níyì Chairperson Planning Committee tó fi mọ́ Engineer Biliaminu Bọ́lágadé Rájí Chief Imam BCOS Central Mosque gbogbo mùsùlùmí ńlá ń retí ń bẹ̀ o Intansurullah Yasukum.
Welcome back, Roger. Thank you very much for staying on with us. Yes, it's still the United for FM. And of course, the sports beats are ringing through and through your eardrums. Well, of course, there is the beat of news making the round. Should we do that before we talk about the games tonight? I think we just would. Okay, let's talk about some of the stories that we have right here in football. Well, Spurs have been given a suspended ban. Yes, UEFA has fined Tottenham Hotspur and given them a suspended ban for from selling away tickets after 3 supporters made Nazi salutes towards Eintracht Frankfurt fans. That occurred during their Champions League fixture, which Spurs won 2-0 at the German club's Deutsche Bank Park on the 28th of January. And UEFA said it issued a ban for the racist and discriminatory behavior of its supporters, and it was suspended for a probationary period of 1 year. They were fined £26,000 by the European Football Governing Body, in addition to £1,966 for objects thrown by their supporters. And Spurs have said that the conduct of a small number of fans was utterly abhorrent and have issued them with banning others. Okay, we still have some more where striker Danny Welbeck has extended his Brighton contract. Yes, he's triggered a 12-month option in his contract to extend his deal to the end of the season. He's 35, he's gone on to score in the last game. The former Manchester United man actually signed a new 2-year deal in 2024. And you know, there is that option of an extra 12 months, which he has now triggered, and it's looking set to stay with them. He's currently the club's top scorer. Actually, 11 goals in 30 appearances. That's something. And do you think he can make the England squad for the World Cup? Can he join the party?
Well, you know, I just like I usually say, England had this array of stars. And they actually have this array of stars to talk about, even though I really don't want to mention him. But yes, I'll talk. Is it Foden I want to talk about? Is it Saka? Is it, you know, there are so many players in which you can actually mention in that England squad. And well, at least with this one, I believe he should be able to make the England squad. But of course, we all know how it's going to be. Well, that depends on the coach preferences, and we all know how Tuchel has been lately. So
it depends. Well, let's quickly touch on this story in boxing. There is a man who has competed in 8 exhibition bouts since his last professional fight. There is another fight on the horizon. His name is Floyd Mayweather. Oh, you've heard about him. Yes, he will fight veteran Greek kickboxer Mike Zambidis in an exhibition bout right there in June before his rematch with Manny Pacquiao. Remember the fight between Pacquiao and Mayweather will occur on the 19th of September, and of course it's a rematch of the 2015 fight of the century, which has been dubbed the richest bout in boxing history. And of course, to prepare for that fight, Mayweather said he will take on Zambidis in Athens. Okay, okay. All right, so see how that goes for him right there. And of course, we wish him all the very best. We wish Pacquiao also all the very best out there. Some people never knew that Carrick was once at Newcastle, but then he's the one that got away as his side go on to play against Manchester United. But let's talk about the games coming through today. Like I mentioned, we've gotten the Coupe de France quarterfinal, Strasbourg against Reims, but we'll be talking quickly about Barcelona against Atletico de Madrid. And of course, the phone lines are very much open, 07055551985. You can call in and join us live on this conversation. But let's talk about it. Barcelona against Atletico de Madrid. Lukman, we've got Lukman who added to the tally right there the last time out. Yinka, what do you see happening in this one? Remontada or not?
Well, with the coach, I say with the coach that is in there, well, the man has been there, yeah, but then looking at this fixture for me, hopefully maybe we would see a Rambo tonight.
We won't see a Rambo.
Hopefully. But then, I don't see any remontada coming for Barcelona. But you know, with their star boy, I'm assuming say that.
It's got an hat-trick over the last week.
Yeah, they actually got an hat-trick over that one. So, well, let's just see how it's going to go. Maybe 4-3. Yeah, I know that it's going to be very, 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 very close. But then you still have to consider the fact that Luku, our man over there is still shining.
Alright, we'll see if it is Luku Batashi Day again, or maybe something. Rafinha has said, if any team is capable of a comeback, it is us. Not us here. It's Barca he's talking about. And he says that we should remember that they also gave a new meaning to Remontada back then. Alright, we'll be watching out for what will be right there. Flick's century. That's talking about Flick, who won his 100th fixture in charge of the club last weekend, and we've seen Simeone celebrating 15 years right here. So, it's funny right here, but then it's been 13 years since Simeone actually won the Copa del Rey. So it might just be. Eric Garcia is suspended. Frankie de Jong is out injured, along with Gavi. Lewandowski also misses out after a fracture. From what we've seen in the team news, Atletico de Madrid are without Pablo Barrios and Johnny Cardoso. So we'll wait to see how this one turns out. Como are up against Inter Milan. What to give Fabregas? What is he serving? The snake of Inter. Hey, what are we seeing? Interesting one. It will be right here talking about those games. Yinka, what's your prediction for this game?
For Como Inter, it's going to be a tough one for me because you have seen the league leaders, Inter. And of course, you're having Como that is in 5th. That's if I'm correct. Like, you're having Como that is in 5th. So it's going to be a tough one. And, at least we've seen what Fabregas has done with the team quite all right. So, well, for my prediction, I'm going to go with, I say 3-2.
In favor
of the league leaders.
Inter Milan 3. Okay, so Inter Milan 3, Como 2. Okay, we'll see if the prediction comes out accurate. You have a chance at doing something yourself out there on the other side. 07055551985. That's the number to call to join us live on the program this morning. Before we wrap up, our FA Cup action remains at 8:45. Port Vale against Bristol City. But then there are games in the Premier League as well. Bournemouth against Brentford, and of course we are expecting mouth-watering clashes. The one at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, Everton against Burnley at the same time. Simultaneously we'll be watching Leeds and Sunderland, but the biggest one will be Wolves against Liverpool. Yinka, quick one, take us through that game. Wolves against